guys? Xavier here with you out here in Orlando at Playlist Live, and I'm hanging out with a couple of chicks you may or may not know by the name of the Merrell twins. How you doing, guys?
Hi.
High five. I love, one thing I really like about you guys is that you've somehow shortened your name to Nessa and Ronnie. And that is the most Australian stuff I've ever heard. Like, yeah, I really resonate with that, you know, that you've gone, you know what, that is way too many syllables.
Vanessa, Veronica.
Let's yank out like a real short part that's way easy to say. That's basically the Australian dialect, you know. You guys would have been to Australia by now?
Never been.
No, okay.
Hopefully this year we'll go.
It's definitely a goal. We've always wanted to go.
Have I got a really quick game of who's most likely?
Oh, perfect.
A game I'm sure you've probably played before, but
Yes.
I just couldn't resist. All right, we ready?
Yes.
We're
Okay.
almost done here.
Should we just like raise our hand? I'll point.
Yeah,
we'll
just
point.
All right. So these are super quick. I've got 14 questions for you.
Okay,
We're just
we
going to
got
bang
this.
through
Oh,
them.
okay.
All right? Who's most likely to take the most selfies? Okay. Who's most likely to eat the healthiest, generally? Oh, where are you pointing to?
Where are you pointing to? I guess you.
All right. Who's the most likely to use the most emojis in text? Yep. Ooh.
You. Okay.
I'll let you figure that out.
I don't know.
Who's the most likely to leave you on red? Yeah. It's probably going to be you too. Who's the most likely to ghost guys? Savage.
Ooh, Vanessa.
Who's the most likely to come up with the best sketch video ideas?
Me.
Yeah? You're the
I'm
creative?
writer.
You're the writer?
Creative.
But we're better as
We're
a
both
team. We're better
yes.
as a team. That's what I would argue. But I will come up with an idea, then talk about it. Then
Right.
it's fine.
Okay,
Keep
cool.
on.
No worries. Most likely to laugh during a take?
Both
what?
of us. Most laugh during a take, like filming.
Oh, we always laugh.
both
Yeah.
We're
laugh. We
always
always laugh.
laughing.
Most likely to forget their line?
Oh, me.
You have a bad memory.
Most likely to get the most overwhelmed in a meet and greet situation?
Ooh, me.
Yeah?
I get stressed.
Get stressed.
I get stressed out.
Anxiety, yeah.
Most likely to talk to fans the most?
You.
Yep. You
already
keep the
do.
connection?
Yeah.
Most likely to lose their passport?
No, I've never lost my passport.
I've never lost mine either. Knock on wood.
Just most
That's
likely
not
to...
wood.
Most likely to... Who loses things the most out of you two?
Me.
Yeah. All right, girl.
that
Most likely to mess up the punchline of a story?
Yeah, me.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
She messes up jokes a lot.
Most likely to do the most extreme things for a video?
Me.
Yep. What's
Yep.
the craziest thing you've done? One of the craziest things you've done?
Sat in a bathtub of coffee.
I've sat in a bathtub of coffee. I've hung off of my balcony, but like we had a ladder. But still, it was a little scary.
Technically did hang off.
Yeah, I
of
did
it.
hang off. I had my dog drag me across the park, but I was on a skateboard and someone just pulled me. But I was still getting like grass all over my face.
She's like, yeah.
I'll
Right.
do
Physical comedy.
I'll do the physical comedy stuff.
Right.
That's me.
Okay, perfect. All right, last one. Most likely to be able to do the best Australian accent? Let's
No,
go.
it's not even
3,
good.
2, 1.
Hello.
That wasn't bad, actually.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Coke.
Coke.
Can of Coke.
Can of Coke. Hello.
Say.
I heard once that if you say raise up light, it sounds like you were saying razor blade in an Australian accent. Raise up light.
Razor blade. Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. I'm trying to get it right in my head.
My accent's okay.
Say,
It's not
all right,
good.
you guys say, come on, you bloody slacker.
Oh, isn't that a bad word?
That's all right. No, slacker. That's all right.
Come on, you.
Come on, you bloody slacker.
Come on, you bloody slacker.
Come on, you bloody slacker.
I can't do it.
I
was
can't. I'm
horrible.
really bad at accents.
No, that was good. That was good. High five. High five.
Okay,
Well
there you
done. I just had Sam and Colby in here earlier, and
great.
we were talking craziest fan experiences, and they said I think the last time they were here at VidCon, they came out of their hotel room, and there was 3 girls just asleep at the front of their room, and then just woke up and were like, oh my god, can we get a picture?
How did they know?
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
And then actually their agent, who was with them, just before the interview, he said that he had some kids come into his room. I don't know why it wasn't locked, but he said I don't know how they did it, but they came into his room at around like midnight, 1 o'clock, thinking that like just guessing really that it was their room, but it was actually their agent and they were next door.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy stuff. Have you guys had any weird experiences?
Luckily for us, I feel like boys and girls like on YouTube and like social media influencers are so different. Like when it comes to fan experiences, we haven't had like a crazy fan experience like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of like a funny time that happened that was just kind of odd was we were at the airport. It was us two. Our dad was there. We were at the airport and we were walking, and all of a sudden this girl, she comes up and she says, "Nessa!" and she hugs me, and I was like, "Hi." She says, "How are you?" And I was like, "She's saying how are you?" I was like, "Good. How are you?" I was like, "Do I know this girl? Like, I think I know her." I'm like, "It's so good to see you." She goes, "I know. How have you been? What's going on?" So I'm talking to. I'm like, I've obviously met her. And she was this like little 9-year-old girl, and she only hugged me and was like excited about me. She snapped me on her and just like walked away. But she was a fan. I didn't actually know her, but she was a fan.
She felt like she knew you.
But she felt like she knew me, which is I think the cool part about having like the relationship with our fans is they know us so well that they feel like they can come up to us and say like, "Hi, how are you?" But such a bad memory though.
They probably know what you ate for breakfast. That's like they know everything and they feel like they know you, and it's just weird. It can be weird that it's only one-sided.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember your first sort of fan experience or something happening that you were like, wow, like this is actually happening here, like this is growing?
That's a great question. When I got first class for the first time. No, just kidding.
I think one of the moments that like hit me was we were on campus at school and just minding our business, and we're there for class and not like thinking like YouTube or anything that's not anywhere on my mind, and then like a random person would come up to us and be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your videos," and I'm like, "Oh yeah,
that's right.
I make videos.
That's
Hi.
right. We're kind of a big deal. Forgot about it for a second.
For me, like the moment that was like very surreal, and it was like all of our hard work has like led up to this moment, and there will be many more moments like this in the future, was when we went to YouTube Fan Fest in the Philippines. There was about 8,000 people there, and we performed our song Internet Crush, and I believe almost everyone was singing the song.
Wow.
It was crazy.
And when 8,000 people are singing a song that you wrote, it's like the craziest feeling
I got emotional
ever.
on stage. Like I like even forgot to like keep playing my ukulele.
Like, we just like took out our in-ear monitors and like listened, and everyone was just saying it, and it was just like, whoa. Like 8,000 people know our song.
Wow.
So
that's
cool.
a crazy
Yeah,
feeling.
that counts. That counts. And so obviously it obviously sounded like, did it take a little bit of adjusting to this whole? I mean, the YouTube world is crazy. It's a bizarre world. Like the way I like to describe it is, it's an inch wide and a mile deep, right? Like not many. It's not like it's known by everyone in the world, but the people that do know it and love it really love it. Like it's crazy. Was it a bit of an adjustment when you guys started coming up in the space?
For us, I don't think so, because we've been like the slow turtle in the race, just like gradually growing, and so it's just been like every year we learn something new about it, but it's never been like an Emma Chamberlain where she's like instantly like huge in one night. Like ours has been like 6 years.
Yeah.
But like I guess like when it comes to being recognized in public and stuff, it's kind of weird because it's just like we're so normal, and we actually try our best to live such normal lives more than our peers do, because YouTube, everyone's always out on the weekend or weekdays, very out late on the weekends, taking trips all the time, and that's just, normal people don't do that, so we try our best to just like stay at home and just work and sleep good hours and just live normal lives.
And you seem really close with your parents as well,
Yeah,
right?
we're very close with our parents. And
do you guys live with your parents?
we still
okay,
live,
cool.
we all
That'll
live
definitely
together.
that'll keep you grounded.
Definitely keeps us grounded.
But
we just really love normal. Like that's our goal. And so like when we get recognized and stuff, it does like take us back, because it's like, oh wow, yeah, I do make videos, but I'm just a normal person.
Yeah.
And I guess like the one thing that's always been like weird for us is ever since we were little, we've always been stared at because we're twins.
Right.
So people stare at us always. And now I don't know if people are staring at us because they recognize us or because we're twins.
Sure.
So it's always like very weird. And when we were younger, when people would stare, we got insecure with ourselves. So we learned to just not look at people. So now, if a fan recognizes us and they like wave, I'm probably not looking because we just trained ourselves to like not look and everything. So it's just weird. I don't know. It's hard to adjust.
That's such an interesting point you make. Yeah. I mean, people would just be having a double take just seeing two of you walking around. That'd be crazy. All right, so it kind of prepared you in a way. Well, first of all, I wanted to say congratulations on 4 million subscribers.
Thank you.
And I love the parody, the 7 Rings parody video you did. First of all, the kitchen, the set looked so similar.
Thanks.
Well
That's
done.
our kitchen. That was our kitchen.
Yeah, it looks
a lot
really
of people
similar.
didn't know that most of that was filmed in our house. We just moved furniture and lit it differently.
Got some little LED tube lights, wrapped them with pink gels.
Wow, it was real DIY, huh?
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
It looked fantastic.
Well, thank you.
How did that idea come about?
So we do really great under pressure, and whenever we hit a milestone with like 1 million subscribers, each million, we make a video. And so we were like, shoot, what are we going to do for this 4 million
And we
video?
were like, we should do Draw My Life. And we were like, okay, we'll do Draw My Life. We had that set for the longest time until 4 million was like coming up, and we're like, we never do anything.
It was Wednesday, and we were like, we're going to hit 4 million on Tuesday, which is our posting day. Before Tuesday. So we were like, we got to come up with something quick. So we just
decided to do a parody.
Decided to do a parody video, and we shot it, recorded it, wrote it
Wow.
in 3 days.
Where'd you record it?
In our house.
Yeah, just.
Honestly, the reason why it looked so similar was because of him. He's the one that set up all the lighting.
Right. Does your dad work in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, he's been working in the entertainment industry. Like he's a director, editor, producer since 22 years old, since our age.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's been in it for a long time, and when we were born, he always had a camera kind of like in our face. So we just grew up around cameras.
Right.
And we just loved the idea of filming things.
Yeah.
And so that's really
Jeez.
nice.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So he's been the guiding light.
Yeah, he
Nice.
is. It's Merrell twins plus Paul Merrell, but we don't say that part.
Yeah, he's the silent member. Nice. And so you guys, you've got so much going on with just like things like this, and I guess like not the burden, but like that deadline that must just creep up on you every week. You're like Tuesday. Oh my God, what do we do? You've got clothing lines. You've got everything going on. What's the most challenging part of pulling all that together?
Everything you just said.
Yeah. all the things.
All that. Everything you just said.
What if you had to narrow it down? Would it be editing or coming up with ideas or shooting?
I think it's getting a video prepared and something that we're proud of every single Tuesday. So we block shoot, so we shoot ahead of time, and so that'll stress us out a little bit because like every day we're like filming something, and we're not just doing like vlogging where you can just like pull out your camera like right now and be like, oh, that's my content for the day. We're doing sketches, we're doing parody videos, so those kind of need time.
And the thing is, we travel so much too that we have to film ahead of time. So we don't miss those deadlines. Like this past month of February, we were basically gone the entire month. We were in Cabo for vacation, not work, but we were in Cabo, and then we went to New York for a week, and then London for a week, and then a week later, now we're here in Orlando. So it's just like a nonstop thing. But I really think the thing we struggle most with is having a social life. Because we love our jobs, we love making YouTube videos, we love that, and we put that first over everything. That sometimes we don't get to hang out with friends like how we would like to, like on the weekends. Sometimes I'm just so tired, I don't want to see anyone.
Mentally drained.
Because we're filming, block shooting, all this stuff, meetings, because of the clothing line, photo shoots. There's just so much going on. So
I'm sure there's a meme out there that talks about sacrificing those types of things that will just justify all that, right?
I think when we first started this, our mom would say, getting into this business, you're going to have to sacrifice something. Any job, you're going to have to sacrifice something. And so we decided to sacrifice friends.
Because we have each other.
That's
true. That's very true.
And seeing as you guys are like, I don't know if you want to call yourself celebrities or just very well known online, I got a question for you. Is when you are a well-known person, famous person, celebrity, is dating easier or harder?
chat should say.
Yeah. Next question.
I would say it's definitely a lot harder because being online and being a fan, you want to know as much as you can from someone that you admire and love. You want to know everything about them. So you're just automatically going to demand that from that person. And so being on the other side of the getting demanded your personal life, there's some things that you just don't want to share. And it can get a little tough because, you know, you want to make sure your audience is happy, but at the same time, you got to protect what you cherish.
Right.
And
so you're talking, no, you're right. So you're talking about when you're in a relationship, sort of deciding how much you should share with your fan base.
Right. And so kudos to the people who put everything out there.
Yeah.
I could never do that.
Good for them, but like,
and
I
what
could not do that.
about like, has it changed the landscape of just meeting people? Like, is it sort of different where you can meet someone like online or just in real life and it's kind of normal? Has it changed a little bit?
It's very, very weird. It's just a weird thing because it's like you follow someone on Twitter and they'll follow you back and you DM and you're like, oh, let's hang out, and then you never really hang out, and then you either see them at an event and then you're like, oh, we were texting trying to hang out but we never did, but I see you here at this event now, and then it's like weird, and then you're like, it's just like, I don't know, it just gets repetitive. You know what I always say, this is what I always say, is that and this will explain, like, for me, my personal preference is that I would rather date someone that either has no social media at all and doesn't want anything to do with it. Right? So then I don't have to post about them, don't have to share like my private life to the world. Or I date someone that is so famous to the point where they themselves also just want to keep everything private.
Right.
No in between.
That's kind of
no social media
hard.
Or so much. But you know, it's just.
Or Justin Bieber.
But he's married, so it's like.
True.
And then even just being who we are, we're not very similar to our peers, so sometimes it's even hard for our friends to understand how busy we are. So imagine trying to explain that to someone like you really care about and like you want to hang out with, and you're just like, I can't. So
it's hard.
Guys, I'm sad to say that is the end of the interview. These girls killed it, hanging out with Ronnie and Nessa, the Merrell twins, aka. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. You've been watching the How'd You Do It podcast. My name is Xavier Brinkman, out here in Playlist, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye!
What's up, guys? If you liked what you saw, make sure you check out our other videos right here, and also subscribe to the Heard Well channel right here for new interviews coming out every week.